My name's Leo. I just turned 20, and 2 years ago, I completely quit school to focus full-time on my Shopify brand. And although every Asian parent on the planet would say, "Son, you're stupid," it actually worked, kind of. Taking that risk definitely worked to some degree, but I'm still nowhere close to where I want to be. Anyways, today I am super under the weather, sick enough to not really be able to focus on work, but not sick enough to be bedbound. So I called up 3 of my friends and we agreed to go on a drive to a hiking location where we can enjoy some nature. And by the way, we're still thousands of dollars in terms of Shopify revenue on the day. I'll show you guys just one of them. This is yesterday, filtering just because it is 12:18, and that is just for one of the handful of brands that I am running. So keep in mind, even though around 3 p.m., 4 p.m., I decide to take this rest day, it's only because I've reached this baseline level in my business to where if I'm MIA for the entire day, there's systems in place to where the business is still going to run profitably for the day. It is 4:58 p.m. Wednesday in Toronto, and I have a ton of work to do, but I'm kind of sick. It's like day 3 of being sick, so I can't focus. So I called some of my friends, and we are going to go for a nice hike, nature day. What a character. Sounds good. Hold my hand, buddy. Yes, It smells so good. Yeah, it's cold. Oh, fuck. Okay, listen. Now we grab his shoulders.
Wait, you know the Arnold position?
Who's a good boy?
Who does this?
Guys, my ginger friend makes 5 figures cleaning windows. I'm allowed to say that.
Kim Jong-un looking friend.
What's up? How much did you clean last month?
110 US. Dude, you're on steroids, bro.
It's crazy. Maybe we'll get them. We'll let them rain soon.
Now we sell this water.
Linked up with everybody. It's not really the nice sunny day it was before, but we're still gonna go hike, even if it's gonna rain. Hey! Oh yeah, let's just ram into him.
Yeah.
I'll fucking do it. I'll do it. Oh, he thinks I won't do it. What if I just actually did it? What if I just...
You could just do it.
Completely ram into it. Yeah, there we go. Good boy. Good boy.
She went for me slowly.
Oh my, he's getting smoked.
She went for me slowly. And she pushing up on me. She act like she know me. And I'm playing along. Now she act like she want me. And she pushing up on me.
Ready to go?
And she like everybody.
So she's hijacking the vlog right now. I wanted to answer some of the most widely asked e-commerce questions. My friend Sam will ask the questions and I'll do my best to answer, and hopefully that helps you guys out.
So question number 1, is e-commerce dead?
Is e-commerce dead? The answer is no. That's the short answer. E-commerce isn't dead, but it is a lot more difficult than it ever was. So there's 2 types of e-commerce. There's branded e-commerce and then there's drop shipping, right? We know what drop shipping is. It's the whole AliExpress thing. And then branded e-commerce is like Gymshark. Like, it's not really what people instantly think when starting an e-commerce brand, I guess. The thing is that typical drop shipping is dead. You have to pretty much pretend to be like a brand because of how much competition there is nowadays, and also how saturated, I don't want to say saturated, but there's a lot of people doing e-commerce. It's not like 2020 where you could get away with decent things. You now need social proof, the best creatives, the best branding, an awesome product. You need good ad spend. You need to know how to media buy. And even if you know all of these things and you do all these things properly, you still have to test products. It's still no guarantee that it'll work. That's on the dropshipping end. On the end of actually creating a brand with custom products and all these kind of things, it's not dead at all. People are buying stuff online. It's not dead at all. So if you're an inventor or you can make cool shirts, yada yada, e-commerce is definitely not dead. Yeah, I mean, it's a growing industry, right? So by no means is it dead. I make okay money with it, but I know lots of people can make a lot more, and you know, it's definitely not dead. Let's do question number 2.
Question number 2. How do I get started in e-commerce?
How do we get started in e-commerce? So we're talking like fresh, like no experience. So I would say nowadays, like doing the whole testing product dropshipping method is really tough for beginners because there's a huge learning curve and it's not easy to find winning products nowadays. Even if you know what you're doing, it takes a bit of capital and a good amount of time. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. I personally think the best way to get into e-commerce nowadays, and although it's not the best way of doing e-commerce, or it's not the sustainable way, or it's not really a way to make lots of money, organic dropshipping is the best way to get into it. That's how I got into it. One, content is super important in e-com, and doing organic dropshipping, you get the skills. You know, making TikToks, getting views on TikTok. So you don't spend money on ads. It's super lean. You literally purchase a product. I'll walk through organic dropshipping real quick. You find a product you like, you purchase it for super cheap, you ship it to yourself, and then you literally just make TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts for it. And you build a brand, of course, and then you literally just sell the product on short form content. And yes, it builds up the skills. You'll make a bit of money because there's no overhead. So if you get some viral videos, you get a couple, 50K videos, you'll get a couple of sales, 1-2 sales. It's not a lot of money, but in terms of starting out, it's the leanest way, the most cost efficient way to start building those e-commerce skills.
All right, question number 3. How much money do I need to start e-commerce?
So, I mean, with that organic method, product costs $10 to $30, and then Shopify is pretty much free for the first 3 months. It's $1 per month. But doing that organic method of dropshipping, you spend like $50 to $100. So to do that, you only need like $50. If we're talking not that way of e-commerce, getting into e-commerce, and you do like testing with paid ads, I would say you need at least 10K in the bank account to comfortably do it. Like you don't want to be risking all your money. I would say 10K. Yeah. Whoa! Look at those shoes.
So white.
You brought the hiking shoes.
Oh shit.
We've arrived at the hike location. Got the boys lined up here. He told us to come here. So he is figuring out which direction we're walking because it's already getting late and dark. Hiking B-roll.
That wouldn't have happened. Yeah.
Alrighty, made it to the peak of the summit. I don't know if it looks that crazy, but it's not too bad. I've seen better in Canada, but for 45-minute drive away, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barely.
You gotta praise the Lord here, like full on, like loud.
Let's do it.
Loud worship.
We also have to act like we climbed for an hour.
Yeah,
up 12 kilometers of straight hill.
Yeah.
Let's get here.
Yeah, the hike was like 5 minutes long. Pretty dope.
Yeah, if he carries the blood of an AIDS recipient.
Yeah, so if you get bit by mosquitoes on
Less a lover, more a fighter, but I'm tired of fighting to hold on.
This video's
Got too many scars to hide 'em, so it's easy